Well, first of all, everything happens when it's supposed to happen, right? Are you able to stand up for yourself? Are you able to stand up for others? Are you a people person? Are you somebody that stays back and lets the BS happen? Are you somebody that, you know what I mean? Expensive things could be peace, love, morals. All of that comes in when it comes to going after the finer things in life or settling for the finer things in life. Hey y'all, we're back with another video. We're doing lesson number 3 when it comes to the flow forward approach. You may ask yourself, how is it that I am able to live the life that I live even if it doesn't look like I'm living the way that most influencers live? Well, first of all, everything happens when it's supposed to happen, right? And second of all, the real deal is that I've always wanted the finer things in life. Even if things did not look the way that I wanted it to look, I always dressed a certain way. I always portrayed myself in a certain way that I would love to be addressed to. I always put myself in a position to be the standard or to be in that standard. I was never in the mode of accepting less than I deserve, even though sometimes, when that's what you're used to, or if that's what you've grown into, accepting less than you deserve, or not really seeing the finer things in life, seeing the best things in life, of course you can settle for those things. But once you see the other side of things, especially if you put yourself in those positions, to see the other side of things, to see the finer things in life, to see the expensive things in life, to see the lavish things in life, yeah, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is what I want to experience. When it comes to experiencing such things, it starts in the mind, of course. It starts with setting boundaries, of course, because you can't say that you want to be that girl, be that it girl, be that guy, be him, but then you're accepting people that don't even respect you. You're doing things that don't even really align to who you want to be. You're not even saying things that really show that you're that guy, that girl, you know what I mean? Get to know your values, what you accept and what you do not accept. Get to know your belief. Build up your belief system to be the most positive possible, to be the most enriching possible. Get into the belief of believing that you are worthy of the finer things in life. Get into the belief of believing that you deserve the best out of the life that you're living. You do not have to live in a way that does not align to yourself, especially if it's lack, especially if it's not what you thought you would be into. If you were brought into a life that you did not want, you can change that. You know that, right? You can change your life, because if it's not what you want, you can change it. Did you know that? Because some people, I feel like they settle for whatever the life that they've been given, but no, you can change that. You can make something out of your own life. You do not have to stay in the same old routine, doing the same old thing, being the same kind of person that people expect you to be or that you thought you would be. It is okay to change, by the way. That was a little side note. And of course, get to know your morals, your do's and your don'ts. Morals, values, beliefs also go hand in hand to settling for the finer things in life. Because honestly, you can be the richest, the wealthiest person alive, but if your morals are not there, if your values are not there, if your belief system is not there, well, you just have money and you're still gonna feel like you're not really intact in your soul. You're still gonna feel as if you're just somebody with money, but are you really happy? Are you really joyful? Are you able to stand up for yourself? Are you able to stand up for others? Are you a people person? Are you somebody that stays back and lets the BS happen? Are you somebody that, you know what I mean? All of that goes hand in hand to also being where you want to be as a person that is settling for the finer things in life. Because you can have all those things and still be a shitty person. Let's keep it a buck and 2 cents. Now, when it comes to settling for the finer things, the best things in life, the expensive things in life. Expensive things could be peace, love, morals, all of that. Time. Those are expensive things, guys. Like, stand on your words, stand on what you say, and stand on your actions, because all that one day will come right back to you. I'm not even gonna lie. It may not bite you in the booty if you're not doing anything that's trifling, but if you stand on your words, you stand on your actions, that alone makes you have a clean personality. It makes you have a clean persona. It makes you have a clean reputation, you guys. Being able to say that, yeah, I stand on what I said and I stand on what I did, makes you look like an upstanding person. Being able to stand on what you do and what you say will have you more respected than anything in the world. Because some people, they will say things, they will do things, and they'll be like, well, no, I didn't do that, no, I didn't say that, what you mean? And that will make you look foolishly. That alone will make you look foolish. Some people could lose respect for you just because of that. So being able to stand on your words, stand on your actions, stand on everything that you say you do is going to make you be 10 times more respected. Even though this is not something we talk about most of the times, this is not something that we mostly say most of the time, but trust me, it does. And that again goes hand in hand with being able to settle for the finer things in life. Imagine you're someone that stands on what they say, stands on what they do. Someone is going to be able to look at you and be like, yeah, I want that person on my team, because they be doing what they got to do. And they don't have to look at nobody and be like, yo, but I mean, I did do this, but I don't know if I should, team up with them, because I did do that back then. You know what I mean? So if you're able to really stand on all of what you do, stand on business about you and what you be doing, what you be saying, that is going to give you aura points. That is going to give you respect. People are going to be able to trust you even more. If you were to go somewhere and you're like, yeah, I know you. You came here and you said this and then you did this. You came here, you said this, and you stand on what you say. So guess what? I'm gonna give you a handout. Guess what? I'm gonna give you this. Guess what? I got some love for you. I got something for you. I put in a word for you. Stuff like that will make you be 10 times more respected when you stand on what you say, stand on business, stand on what you do, stand on business. You know what I mean? That goes hand in hand with settling for the finer things in life. When you're going for the finer things in life, I'm gonna keep saying it because period. When you go for the finer things in life, go for the best, go for the greatest, go for the bestest, go for the most awesomest things that you want and that you like. You do not have to settle for what you don't like. Like Nicki Minaj said, if I had accepted the pickle juice, I would have been here sipping on pickle juice. Okay, she didn't accept that pickle juice, and I agree with her. Do not settle for what you don't want and always go higher. Because guess what? God is not on a budget. The universe is not on a budget. And if you don't have what you want right now, it's probably because you're going through some things that you need to learn. It's probably because you need to probably set boundaries. It's probably because you need to figure out what you want, what you like, what you don't want, what you don't like, and put these aside and go after what you want. Put yourself in positions to be where you want to be who you want to be, to want what you have. That's all it really takes to really just be on a set path of what you want and eliminate the rest of the things, and that alone will have you be in the setting of settling for the finer things in life. Okay, go after your taste, whether that be the soft life, whether that be the luxurious life, whether that be the peaceful life, whether that be the gamer life, whether that be the fun party life, in a good way though, not irresponsibly, whether that be any kind of life that you want. Not what other people want you to have, not what your parents want you to have, not what your friends want you to have, not what your teacher wants you to have, not what I want you to have, but what you want to have. It's possible for you to have it as long as you cultivate it for yourself, as long as you do not settle for less. If you're going after what you want in that life, you can't say you want the best car, but you're still trying to figure out if you can get the car that is lesser than what you want. You know what I mean? If you want that car, you're gonna have it. You're gonna have to work for it, or it's gonna happen. It's gonna be given to you, permanent, period. But do not settle for less. Don't ever settle for less. How about that? Okay, so lesson number 3 for the flow forward approach is settling for the finer things and boundaries, because that goes hand in hand in really putting you on a set path of being able to have what you have, want what you have, go after what you want and have. And that requires boundaries. Seriously, having what you want in life requires boundaries, and that's really the hard knock part of it all, but it's the truth. All you need is boundaries, and you'll be able to really see yourself settling for the finer things in life in a way that you see it. Okay, I will see you guys for the next lesson, which is lesson number 4. Check out my links in the description. You guys can book a Boss Move Motions meeting with me and figure out what it is that you want when it comes to business or money moves, and that is in terms of digital marketing, building your business, your brand, or your social media online with the help of UBC. And we can get into that in the meeting, and if anything, check out my other links in the description. Have a good day whenever you're seeing this. This is